Welcome to this episode of Maksim Outdoors. This week I'm going national. That's right. I'm here at Allegheny National Forest, and you're not going to want to miss this one. Let's go. Alrighty, Maksim Outdoors officially going national this week. I'm up here at Allegheny National Forest, and I'm gonna take you through a cool little area here known as Buzzard Swamp. We're gonna be doing this lower loop today, and maybe this as well. But altogether, this area has 11.2 miles of hiking trail. So far, very interesting drive up here. I saw everything from coyote to turkey to deer, you name it. So the only thing I'm really missing today is a bear. But yeah, I just wanted to give you guys a little sneak peek of this place before I get ready and get my book bag on and all that. But yeah, Allegheny National Forest. We're just a couple minutes away from Cook Forest State Park as well. So yeah, stay tuned and check out Buzzard Swamp with me. It's going to be a good one. A little bit about Allegheny National Forest here. 513,000 acres. And that's how big this place is. You could spend your whole life exploring this place and probably not even scrape the surface of it. But it starts in mid-central Pennsylvania and goes all the way up north to the New York border, basically. And pretty much everything you can think of up here. Deer, black bear, rattlesnake, which heard there are quite a few rattlesnake sightings up in this area, so we'll keep our eye out for them. Obviously, we're gonna probably do around 5 or 6 miles a day. It's a pretty unique area. It kind of reminds me of like Florida. It's a wetland area down here. So Hopefully you guys can see how many freaking flies are around my head right now. It is ridiculous. Nice view of the swamp though over there. But yeah, pretty bad. And I keep seeing these all over the place. I don't know if these are fire ants or what, but they definitely have a red look to them. So a very buggy day out here. Dragonflies all over the place, but what else would you expect from coming to a place called Buzzard Swamp? Another one of these very stagnant looking ponds. But a little history about this place. There are actually 15 ponds. It seems like there's more than that on the map, but maybe it was 15 man-made ponds in this area. So I guess back in the 60s, I don't know if it was the Game Commission, the DCNR, but some local department in Pennsylvania decided that birds needed a place to stop and migrate. So I guess some guys came out here, dug some ponds, and that's how Buzzard Swamp basically was started. So there's a little bat house out there. That's where bats roost up at nighttime. There's a deer. Look at that. Wildlife all over the place today. But yeah, back in the 60s, they dug all these ponds so birds from like the Atlantic Ocean and the north could come and rest up here and fly south or fly north. But yeah, gonna keep heading up. We're starting to open up here a little bit. Hopefully that means less bugs, but I'm not holding my breath. As we kind of crest this little hill here, we get our first look at one of the larger ponds here at Buzzard Swamp. That might actually be the Buzzard Swamp. Birds are everywhere here. I'm sure you guys can hear them. Woodpeckers, I think I heard a hawk earlier. Still looking for that elusive bald eagle or osprey, but so far so good. And this is kind of what I said earlier about how it feels like you're down south here. It definitely has like Florida vibes to it, Georgia vibes, just how open and you know, just full of life it is down here. Very cool here. If you haven't read these signs already, it is actually illegal to go down into that area. It's a propagation area. They don't want you messing with nesting birds or anything, but nonetheless, pretty cool. I've never tried filming on my phone here, but I have my time lapse going here and a time lapse actually attached to that sign. But I just broke out the binoculars and I was just amazed at all the cool stuff I seen here. So don't mind my finger. So down in this corner here, there's a beaver nest or a beaver dam. And then if we pan to the left here a little bit, there's actually a deer chilling in the middle of the swamp eating I'm guessing some seaweed or maybe some lilies. And then over to the left of him, there's a blue heron just chilling out in the swamp. But yeah, maybe that's the blue heron right there. It's kind of hard to see on this phone screen, but yeah, talk about wildlife here at Buzzard Swamp. It's amazing. But the last time I did this, I actually think I started over on this side of the trail and then looped around. So eventually we will be over there, but check that deer out. That's pretty cool. So we're gonna keep continuing here. And like I said, we'll be all the way on the other side of this pond here. If you're not really into the sun, I would say try to avoid this trail. It's very exposed, very little tree cover. So keep that in mind. I know there are some people out there that don't like getting too much sun, but if you do this trail, you're going to be exposed to a lot of it, as you can see here. All right, so I believe we've made it to the northernmost pond here in Buzzard Swamp. Definitely Florida vibes here. Kind of half expect to see an alligator, but if you can believe it, people actually bring kayaks all the way out here and fish these lakes. I guess there's some pretty large bass, crappie, panfish out here, and people suck it up and bring their kayaks and small watercraft out here. The only thing you can't do is you can't bring a motor out here. So, and you want to stay out of the propagation area. But there you have it. All right, so I remember parts of this trail, and some of it I don't remember at all, but I do remember this area here because the last time I was here, someone was actually camping. And I don't know if this is reservable or if it's just first come, first serve, but man, how awesome would it be to come out here and have this as a view? Can't really beat it. But yeah, campsite out here. It says number 4, so I'm guessing there's a few sites out here. Alrighty, welcome back. I believe we're looking at the largest of the ponds here at Buzzard Swamp. I think this would probably just be pond number 1 if we're going off of the other pond names. But I do have the first osprey sighting of the day way ahead. There is a tree, a dead tree in the middle of the swamp here, and it has a big old nest on it. I was looking at it through my binoculars. We are going to head over this way, so I don't know if we'll get a better look at it, but there is an osprey in that nest way down yonder there. But nice little look here at this very serene, quiet pond here. And I want to say all the ponds probably drain into this, and then they drain out this this dam here that is just full of sticks and whatnot. But and my guess would be this would flow to the Clarion River somewhere down along the line. So there you have it. This is the end of the line for Buzzard Swamp. Looks like we're gonna head up into the woods. This has been the most overgrown section of the trail yet. And I was honestly a little bit worried about this coming into this trail. I was worried that this was gonna be like knee high and full of snakes and ticks. But it's not too bad so far. But yeah, one last look at pond 1 for now. The next time we see it, we'll be a little closer to that osprey nest. I did pull out the binoculars and I did spot 2 of them now. One was actually on a branch right adjacent to the nest. So into the woods, I guess we're going now. just heard an osprey. Sounded like it was right over me. Yeah, hear him? You ever want to know what an osprey sounds like? That's what they sound like. There he goes, taking off. Oh, here he comes. All right, well, I filmed a little bit coming down here, but I'm probably going to cut a lot of it out. We were just on the hiking trail up there. There's the dam where we just were a couple minutes ago. But if you hike down here, there actually is a little clear cut that comes down here and takes you right to the osprey nest, and a great place to launch a canoe or kayak if you come down here. You can see one sitting on the branch right by the nest, and then this guy keeps circling over me. So there's no signs for propagation areas, so you're allowed down here. I'm not breaking the rules or anything. There he goes. He just landed up there in the nest. But yeah, this is where you'd want to take your canoes, kayaks, I'm guessing, if you wanted to come up here and fish this lake. It's a little bit overgrown right now. It's the end of June, so maybe come here a little bit earlier in the season, maybe May or April, if there's no ice or snow. All right, one last look at pond number 1, as I'm calling it. Say bye to the osprey. Still cool regardless to see a couple osprey on top of all the other wildlife that popped out today. So, but yeah, really good day. Gonna end the trail here in I'm guessing just a couple minutes. All right, there we are. We made it through the old thick patch of the trail. Overall, the trail was really great. Really enjoyed my day. The last mile or two, a bit rough. I mean, I'll hike in knee-high grass all day, but whenever rattlesnakes and ticks are around, that's a different story. So, gonna get back to the truck here, 1 p.m. on a Friday, and I'm the only truck out here. So, just tells you how remote and not really used this area is. And that probably is why I've seen so much wildlife. But yeah, overall, great day. I hope you guys enjoyed Buzzard Swamp here. So all right, everybody, that's going to wrap up this episode of Maksim Outdoors here from beautiful Buzzard Swamp. If you haven't checked this place out already, please do. It's awesome. It is a hidden gem, but yeah, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, leave me a comment or two, and check out my Instagram at Maksim Outdoors. I'll see you next week from an even cooler spot.